Happy Monday morning. We are still working on the manure pit. It is cold, wet, and rainy around here today, but we're getting manure hauled and making progress towards spring. We load with our loader, so that's what you can see in this video. And the last of the purchased heifers had her calf. So that's all 12 calved. This one's a little bull calf. So fun. So fun. We still have a lot of heifers left to calve this month. So we're not done yet. But these are all ours, so. Farm Kid Fridays include lots of tractor rides for this little boy, and he can't help but run to catch Papa. So we run auto steer on all of our tillage equipment. So somehow over the years I've become tech support. I don't know a whole lot about it, but I can normally push enough buttons to get it working. So that's what I had to come do this morning, was make a quick auto steer run. But we are tilling, so you can see we've turned a little dirt right here. We're ripping today. We haven't dissed anything yet, but you should see the ripper here in a second. Yeah, so that's our ripper. That'll be our first pass, and then we'll come back with a disc, and the disc pulls a packer behind it. That'll be our final pass, and then we'll plant. So we are making spring progress. We have one retired guy that helps us when we run tractors, so that was him in that tractor. He is a very, very helpful neighbor and just loves to run equipment, so it works out really well. He runs on the days that we're just really busy and runs the ripper. He runs silage wagons for us too when we're chopping, and it's just nice to have a fourth hand, because that gives me the time to do stuff like making sure everybody's GPS is working, and changing chisel plow teeth, and tending fertilizer, and running for parts, and support. The heifer milking saga continues, and this is how we milk them with two people. So the second person stands outside of the robot and just helps keep the heifers calm. You can see my husband's petting the cow here, so if he tells you he doesn't like cows, it's a lie. So this full pull took me a little over 7 minutes, so I've edited it down and sped parts up so that it doesn't take you a full 7 minutes to get through it, but I wanted to show the whole thing. I start by putting the calf chains on each foot, and then I use my calf handles. I always try to pull a calf with calf handles before I grab the calf jack, because I think it's better on mom. It's not quite as much force, and it's easier and quicker to get everything set up. So I walked out to the barn Sunday, and I could tell this heifer had been laboring for a while. She was in distress, the calf was in distress, and I knew I needed to step in and assist. When I first learned to pull calves, it was really stressed on me that you pull while she pushes and you'll gain more. So that's what I work on doing when I pull a calf. You can also tell that I talk a lot to mom and just try to reassure her. Whether it helps, I don't know, but it makes me feel better. So everything works out in the end on this one, thankfully. Come on, Mama, one more good push. It always feels like such a relief when you breach that head through, because you're almost there, it feels like. But that was not the case with this heifer, but we kept trying and we got there eventually. So I'm backed up against a wall. That's why I'm struggling to get the last part out. So at this point, mom's tired, I'm tired. We're both really struggling to get the last little bit, but I'm determined, because if you've made it this far without a calf jack or help, I should be able to do the last little bit. Once she changes into a different position for me, that really helped free me up from that wall. Mama, give me a push. After I pull a calf, I always make sure to put it in the frog position and rub on its chest to help stimulate breathing and blood flow. And then make sure its nose and airway, mouth are all clear of straw, afterbirth, anything that could really hinder that breathing. So that's what I'm doing in this segment, is just really trying to stimulate that calf and help it get going. So the calf's alive. She's a little stiff on that one side because she'd been laboring for a while, I'm gonna guess. I just came out to do night chores and found her struggling. So calf's alive. I've cleaned off its airways, rubbed its chest. You can see it blinking here. It took a nice good gasping breath, so I'm gonna back away and get out of the pen and hope that Mom spins around and finds calf, licks him off and stimulates him, because that'll be really helpful for where he's at right now. But live calf. So she did what I wanted. She's licking him off, getting him stimulated. That'll help the blood and the oxygen stimulate through the calf and just really help him get up and going. Sorry, I had some afterbirth on me I was wiping. She's already putting weight on that foot that was a little numb, so she'll be good. The calf's good. Happy ending at this point in the day. Gosh, this is just one of the best parts of farming right here.